Good morning, everybody. Welcome to John and Ant Show. I'm John.
This is Ant.
With Rob.
The real
back
American.
Today.
The real American.
Real American. I've had a horrible morning.
Yeah.
As everyone witnessed it.
It was a good morning for me.
I fell on black ice. Spilled my coffee.
Why does it have to be black, John?
Because it was black ice. You piece of crap.
He was assaulted by black ice.
It was great.
I still can't feel my leg. I think this is a problem.
He fell. His drink went everywhere. It was comedic gold.
Please leave your get well comments on the comment section.
Little FYI, he pooped his pants.
Thanks.
It's all just hilarious. It's like Three Stooges wrapped into one.
Yeah, at least I will give the generic coffee and donut shop credit that gave me a free coffee.
Yeah, you. It made me wonder if it happened to me, what would happen? Like, I don't care. Get out of here.
Yeah, so great way to start the morning, right?
It was. It really was. I can only assume today's gonna be a good day for me.
I hope not.
I hope I haven't jinxed it.
Hope you fall on some black ice. Anyway.
Why does it have to be black ice?
Because that's the worst you can slip on. You can't slip on regular ice, it's just ice.
You slip on ice? What are you talking about?
Black ice is more...
No.
You're done.
No.
You're done.
No.
Yes.
No. You're racist.
Oh my god. I hate you. Join Jack Swagger's racist group. Anyway.
I love that though.
Yeah,
so it was up in the air for me,
and then it was you would love it.
Confirmed last night that he's a racist.
We had Raw last night. I thought it was a great Raw.
I thought it was good.
Yeah, it was.
Isn't it funny that you almost couldn't see it and it was good?
I tell you what, I don't know if I can ever have anyone over my house again for Raw, because every time I do, it's a bad show. And whenever I potentially could miss an episode, it's good. You know? And I'm glad I got to check it out. I was actually here at John's to check it out.
And three Fandango. Video packages.
There's more packages coming, so that means it's getting closer for the face of WWE to change. The torch will pass from John Cena to Fandango.
I just want Creeper Curtis back.
Nice. Creeper Curtis. Anyway,
he doesn't exist anymore.
They're going to team him up with Disco Inferno, and they're going to be the new Jobber Tag Team of the Year.
That's physically impossible.
Jobber Tag Team 2013.
Physically impossible. You know why?
Why?
Because
they're the same person.
No, Disco Inferno, or whatever you want to call him, Glenn is in TNA.
Disco Inferno. It's not physically impossible. It would just be that he won't do it, but
anyway,
he might as well.
We start off with Heyman, who touted before.
Oh goodness, he touted? That means serious.
I didn't know there was even a tout.
There was a tout.
I don't watch that. I don't follow that stuff.
Breaking news on the iPhone?
No, there's no breaking news. Oh. Just some memes. But how did Raw start? It started yesterday with a big announcement from Paul Heyman.
Yeah.
Yes. And he says he was going to resign. Aw, Paul, why?
Why, Paul? Why?
Because anything bad that was going to happen to him was
I can imagine the fat guy, the big fat kid, just like, Paul Heyman, what? Throws the belt.
So he's just resigning? Throws belt.
Anyway.
That's two.
That's two.
No.
Heyman rips the fans. It says he won't miss anyone in WWE Universe, you know, generic heel. And then Mr. Punk comes out, and Heyman's not leaving. Yay!
Yeah, it just totally 180'd. And
Well, did anybody notice the look?
Punk had a devil look on his face
when they were hugging.
Mm-hmm. That was kind of weird.
I don't know. I think there's a swerve or a turn.
Maybe that's just how he looks.
Yeah,
that's just how he looks when he hugs people.
Yeah.
And then don't hug
maybe
Punk.
he was trying to get some tears out, but
it wasn't working.
It's like when you hug Punk, it's just like that stare you get from that. It's like, oh god.
Like you're getting
stabbed. I was trying to tell Adam, like, look at his face.
It was a really touching moment.
It was a real touch, yeah, with the devil look of Punk.
That's how they show their affection.
I think he got a new tat, by the way. If you know, did you notice it?
I noticed the same tats that he always has.
Did you notice the one on his hand?
Yeah, you never see it because he has gloves on in his match. He has the taped
Yeah,
Hand and wrist.
X.
Did not know that.
You're talking about the red tattoo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's been there.
Oh, did not know that. We get through that, and we see Mark Henry is walking. Yay!
So you know this is going to be a good segment.
Hall of Pain's open for business.
Mark Henry versus the Great Khali. As we get back from break, we see Great Khali dancing in there. Right?
Yeah, it's funny because you have a good segment to open up Raw, and then you go to commercial, you figure, all right, what's up next? And the first thing you see is
Great Khali.
Great Khali, Natalya, and Hornswoggle dancing around. Now, usually, I would pan any segment that features Hornswoggle.
This is a good segment.
But this was a good segment.
You have to stick with.
Yeah, this is one that really... This is basically the segment that made Raw good. Well, first off...
Not fun.
Obviously, Khali gets over and wins, right?
That made it great. Well, actually, the match wasn't as short as I thought it would be.
Yeah, Khali got over and he won, right?
Well, clearly, and he entered the Elimination Chamber. No, he did get some offense in. Well, if you want to call it offense.
Offense?
You and I were just laughing at the punches.
Oh, God, it was horrible. It wasn't even connecting.
No.
It was that bad.
But
Great Khali retired. Go home. He's another one that should go home.
He won't understand this. But then Mark Henry, he beat him. And he was just leaving, and I thought, oh, I guess he's not going to add Great Khali to the Hall of Fame.
When he turned around and was looking at them in the ring, I knew.
Yeah. And then
knew it was coming.
when I saw him stop walking, I was like, yes.
Yes.
Someone's going into the... Oh my gosh, it could be Hornswoggle. And it was.
It was. Thank you,
And I
Mr.
love
Mark
it.
Henry.
I love it. I loved every minute of it.
And he was stretched out during break. So.
What happened to Hornswoggle a couple weeks ago? Or a few days ago? He was also... Oh, he got the big end from Big E.
Yeah.
So this is...
Obviously not as...
Right, not as...
devastating maneuver as the World's Strongest Slam.
Right, because this time, according to John, Hornswoggle was stretched out in the commercial break.
Oh, well. He's out for, ever, I hope.
That would be nice.
That would be nice.
Absolutely.
They plug...
He'll be out till around the time where the Leprechaun comes out.
Yes. They plug 3MJB.
Plug another movie.
No, they just announced that 3MJB versus John Cena right back in Sheamus.
3MB. I don't appreciate
for
that.
Tonight. And they go to commercial, as usual.
What a way to show how powerful your main event guys are. By having them beat up jobbers.
Yeah,
they were not
jobber band.
No, they put up a good fight.
Did they?
They did.
Did they?
Each one went up against...
Each one.
Yes, a main eventer.
Yeah, their strongest offense was when they all got the finish until them at the same time.
No,
JB.
Jinder Mahal slapped the taste out of John Cena.
And what happened?
He knows that 2013 is the year of John Cena, and he still went up to him and slapped him in the face.
Can we get?
right.
Can we get to that later? We still have more.
Okay.
We get to Booker T and Teddy Long backstage talking about the Elimination Chamber, where Chris Jericho where Chris Jericho walks up saying,
Awful idea.
Awful idea.
Yeah, Chris Jericho walked in saying that he has to lose another Elimination Chamber match.
Yes, that's all that's gonna happen.
That's what
He's gonna win.
Teddy suggested an idea, and Booker said, "No."
No, he didn't just say no.
No, he's like, "What? What did he say? It sucks." He actually said it sucks.
What the idea of having
I really wanted to know what the idea was at that point.
Tag team match.
But he's been doing tag team matches anyway.
Right.
I just wonder why it would.
Except for that one time where he made a fatal 4-way and the world exploded.
So.
But then, he did the Jericho did the
that was
seven
funny.
times.
That was pretty funny. I enjoyed that.
And Booker T corpsed.
Yes.
You saw that?
He's like,
he was supposed to be angry.
Did you see that? Yes, we saw it, Booker.
We saw you almost laugh.
Yeah.
It was that was terrible too because the cameraman was right in his face.
Yeah.
And you're trying to not laugh, and that doesn't help at all.
Oh, they don't have the secret cameras in WWE. Oh, I forgot. That's TNA.
Yeah, TNA does the.
That's that company.
The cameraman.
No, when they do it in WWE, it's called touting.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's right. They tout. After that, we get the impression of Jericho, and he faces Daniel Bryan.
Oh.
Then we get Vicky Guerrero backstage when Paul Heyman comes in.
Really? You just skipped over the whole match?
No, that was next. Vicky, then Daniel Bryan and Jericho.
So the backstage segment with Paul Heyman and Vicky Guerrero.
Yep.
That wasn't recorded, was
featuring Vince McMahon. No, clearly Vince McMahon was really on the phone.
it? And that's clearly how phones nowadays respond when someone hangs
Yes,
up.
Yep.
everybody knows that's how an iPhone sounds when someone hangs up.
Come on, WWE, get it together.
Unless Vince
You know
has...
what, though? I guess it just sounds better. Having the noise there sounds better than just silence.
I do like the when Vince first.
Shut up.
Shut up! Wow, Vince. Thought you were a little hurt.
Do you
there.
think he was phoning it in?
What? Oh my goodness. Nice. Rob's doing a very strange gyration. But
Could you laugh? You just shake your shoulders.
Whoa.
Just
but
phoning it in.
yeah, he was phoning it in.
He was phoning it
actually.
in. So we get that for a good minute or two, and Paul Heyman and Vince going back and forth. They had a stipulation. Rock gets disqualified or counted out.
Yep.
CM Punk wins.
Why would that? I don't get that. Why would that?
Someone made actually a good comment.
You knock him out on the outside, he can't come
And
back in.
this was like on the comment sections.
Okay.
On Let'sPan.net. Good website.
Not really.
It's okay.
Gave me a virus.
Give me a virus.
There you go.
Someone said
Automatically means
that Brock
not a good sign.
Lesnar comes out.
Uh-huh.
F5's The Rock.
Mhm.
Alright. Or F5's
But that would.
F5's Punk.
Okay.
Punk
Makes
wins.
sense. Gotcha.
But wouldn't it be better off just doing a finger poke of doom where? Because I don't see why Brock Lesnar would actually try to hurt.
Yeah, but even so, that would
Rock
just
gets
lead
to-
up to a Rock-Brock thing.
Right.
If you involve Brock Lesnar.
Fatal 4-way. Brock Lesnar versus CM Punk versus Cena versus Rock.
That's not happening. That would be pretty funny
It'll
though.
be a 6-man battle royal for the title.
I don't know. I just.
You get Triple H in there
Oh
for
god.
no apparent reason. You took out my father-in-law.
Yeah. 3 weeks ago, I just remembered.
Next, we had Daniel Bryan versus Jericho. Daniel Bryan comes out. We go to commercial again.
but and then Jericho comes out.
Yes.
And
We get another Fandango.
Oh.
Fun.
Dang.
Dang. Go.
Now I missed half the match because I was really so interested in that promo that I forgot that the Jericho Daniel Bryan match was coming up.
Yeah.
But then it was a really good, one of the best matches on Raw I've seen in a while.
And
Yes,
I believe Michael
very
Cole called the Walls of Jericho.
Oh my
the
god.
Lion Tamer.
We knew
you
you
were
were
gonna go
gonna say
nuts.
that, yeah.
We knew it.
I'm like, that's not it. He's not gonna tap. He's just sitting on his butt.
What's the first thing we
The
said?
first thing we said when we heard Michael Cole say the Lion Tamer, we said Rob's gonna flip because
Rob
he
is
knows.
gonna
I
flip.
knew, and I really expected. I don't know why,
But
that,
we were
that he would
actually-
get it right because he's differentiated the two moves.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then he just calls it the Lion Tamer anyway.
What can you do? But at that point, we started to go, watch like Bo Dallas. This will add to the role.
No!
Bo Dallas.
No!
I think another thing
No!
happened. Anyway, great. I thought it was a great
Phenomenal
match.
match. I'd love to
I
see
loved
it.
it.
I'd love to see them get more time
Yeah.
and have that headline a pay-per-view.
That being said, he won the match. He's no longer a jobber.
He did.
Yeah.
This Codebreaker wasn't that good though.
It was good.
it was
missed
good
it.
enough. It was good enough.
It came out of nowhere.
But the first time I saw it, I thought it was like okay, it wasn't bad. But I saw it the second time,
Mhm.
you kind of missed it.
All right.
It
Well,
was kind of sloppy.
You're sloppy.
it happens, when you try to do something that quickly.
Yeah.
But again, it looked fine. If you don't go back and watch it, the way I have it in my mind, it still looks okay, good enough, because it happened pretty quickly.
It did.
But yeah, I'd love to see it. It'll never headline a pay-per-view because it doesn't feature John Cena.
No.
So
he had a match against Punk last year at Mania.
it
Jericho.
didn't headline though.
No, but it happened.
But it's not a headliner. You would
Headline
like to
for
see one was. Oh boy. But I would it would be awesome to see that headline a pay-per-view
Yeah.
one day. Have that for the title.
But no, I know what you're saying.
But considering it doesn't have any of the main guys on the roster, it's not going to happen, unfortunately.
Next we
Yeah,
get.
but I did hear some funny references as, hey, so do you remember how NXT wasn't the first match Chris Jericho versus Daniel Bryan?
Yes, it was.
I remember that they did have a match.
They had a match. It was very
it
good.
Was really built on
It
that
was
whole
when Daniel
submission
Bryan had-
artist thing.
Yeah.
Daniel Bryan had that spot with the announce table.
Yeah.
Which was a very good match.
Hmm.
Next,
Pretty sure Jericho won that match.
yes,
too.
he did.
Yeah.
Next, we get
So apparently the only people Jericho can beat are Kofi Kingston.
Yes, and Daniel Bryan.
And Daniel Bryan.
But D-Bry, you're gonna get a push this year, I hope.
I hope so too.
Yeah, right after John
I
Cena.
I finished the ROH DVD that I was watching last night. Let me tell you, Bryan Danielson, I'll call him that now, versus Kenta, very, very good. I was like smiling the whole time. They were like,
Versus real Kenta?
yeah, real Kenta.
Kenta won?
Yes. And he does a different go to sleep though. It's not the same.
Okay.
It's better than CM Punk's, right?
Yes, it's way better than CM Punk's. He actually CM Punk just drops him on his face.
Uh-huh.
He actually goes full force.
Okay.
He actually lifts
Punk's
the
done
knee.
it.
But he just normally drops,
Yeah, he kind of drops the face on the knee.
Like with
Yeah,
Kenta,
but there's been times where he's
he
really
just
dropping
goes
it.
straight up, like his head could be here, and he actually lifts his knee
No, yeah.
pretty high up. So
It's a different product, though.
I know.
It's a different
I know.
product.
Yeah,
and,
Ring of Honor
I've
is
seen him-
Ring of Poopy now.
And I've
Ring
seen
of
him
Poopy.
bring the knee up. Granted, not often, but he's done it. It's just a different...
I like Kenta's version.
Ring of Honor also is, like, next to CZW and how terrible they are.
Well, back then.
No, well, everybody
so-
knows CZW is better than
Wait,
Ring of Honor.
whoa, time out. Before the
Because-
Smarks get to us, I'm talking about ROH.
They're already here.
from, like,
We're in the room already.
2005 to 2010.
Mhm.
Now, ever since then, I mean, you have Kevin Steen, and you had El Generico, but now El Generico's with WWE now.
Well, that's why now it's Ring of Poopy.
Ring of Poopy.
That's what it is. Everybody's in the ring, and it's full of crap. And then you have
Yeah.
Like
two...
John's pants when he fell this morning.
Shut up.
Oh my goodness.
Back to... Oh, look, the 3MJB versus Cena, Ryback, and
Shut
Sheamus.
It was a good
Who
match.
enjoyed this match?
It was
huh?
a classic.
Huh? I did.
This should be available on WWE Classics because it was such a good match.
What? The only thing... You know what the
And
3M
showcased to everybody.
You know what the 3MJB did?
I don't know who
rocket skills,
you're referring to.
Yeah, the three-man job.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Bye-bye.
Because I remember the three-man band coming out and just rocking it.
I will give where credit is due. Rob came up with that name. It's a brilliant name.
It doesn't make any sense.
Brilliant. But wait, you can get to Rob later as we continue going down the line for the show.
Oh yes, because there's another segment that's very good.
Not even Fandango. It's called Bo Dallas. Anyway.
No! No Mo Bo.
No, Bo.
I hear that Bo Dallas's attack on Wade Barrett got the highest
It did.
rating on.
Oh my God, that was awesome.
Not The Rock's promo.
Are you guys messing with me?
Not the John Cena, Ryback, and Sheamus versus 3MB. It was
Are you
the
serious?
Bo
Let me
Dallas
tell ya.
attack.
Are you messing with me right now?
I'm not messing with
Let
you.
me say that attack on way back. That was awesome.
It was
That
the most.
was
It came
awful.
out of nowhere.
It was the most devastating backstage attack I've
I
ever
loved
seen.
it.
Do you remember a few years ago when Triple H was assaulting Ric Flair with like a sledgehammer
Yes.
and he threw him into the backstage?
Yeah.
That has nothing on what Bo Dallas
Was that when
did to
Flair
Wade
was
Barrett.
like just drenched in blood?
Yes, exactly.
And then like the next week, Big Show came out
Yeah,
and said you don't do that stuff to Ric Flair, and then got beat by Triple
Yes.
H.
yeah.
But that Bo Dallas.
No.
We'll get to that in a bit.
No, that was so dumb because even after the fight, Wade Barrett's like, "What just happened? I just tripped over something."
Oh yeah.
He didn't even. Nothing even happened to him.
He tripped over the next big thing.
Yeah, the next big thing. Bo Dallas. Give me it.
Bo Dallas.
Yes.
Hey, you come up. I don't know. I gotta get you back, man. You don't hate on the 3MB, or give them unnecessary names.
No, I don't hate on the individuals. Just
No.
them as a band.
Them as a band is
The
good.
three-man jobber.
They're
They're
very
good at their jobber.
talented
They're good at jobbing.
at
That's what
everything
they're
they do.
good at.
Did you see Jinder Mahal's air guitaring
It's terrible.
and Heath Slater and then Drew McIntyre's pelvic thrusts?
What?
Sheamus didn't even know how to react to that. It's a good move. And there's no reason that
I,
these-
just, I did
react
notice
either.
the thrust though. I
And
did notice
these-
that. I was like, what?
And these moves
He's gonna get his head kicked off.
better be their taunts in WWE 14.
Well, who knows? Well, right now
It'll be such a fun
There's-
game because
there's
I won't
no-
even wrestle
There's
as
no real
them.
news on the next game
Yeah.
because THQ is
That's right,
Done.
they were destroyed.
By
dissolved.
THQ.
Yeah.
So obviously we know who wins this match, right? The 3MJB gets a
I don't know who you're talking
Big
about.
push.
I don't recall anyone called the 3MJB on
Let's just
the
keep
WWE's
going.
roster.
Man, jump
We know we all know. What
I don't think.
Oh,
I don't get it.
Sheamus, but I think they screwed it like you were saying before.
Who pinned who in that?
Cena pinned Turban Guy.
You mean Jinder Mahal? Don't
Jinder
show
Mahal.
him the respect he deserves.
Turban Guy, whatever his name is. See,
Really?
Jinder Mahal.
Wow, that's
Turban Guy.
That's not relatively racist in the least.
I don't know
Turban
what-
Guy.
He wears a turban. And then he
Not
puts
in the
it
ring.
He puts it in some stupid case.
I don't even know if he does that anymore.
I don't know if he does
That just shows that you don't watch.
You don't pay
Ant-Man-
attention.
Eagle-eyed Ant-Man was here. Was he even watching Raw?
No, he was. He was.
You jerk.
He was.
They came back from break. They were already in the ring. So who knows?
They were already in the ring, rocking out. It was
Yeah.
amazing.
Rocking out.
Ugh, man. Tell
So
ya.
the 3MJB wins the match.
I don't know who you're talking about.
They're getting pushed like
Into
no
the-
tomorrow. They're going into WrestleMania. I'm just kidding, buddy. Ryback, Sheamus,
Well, there could be that big
and Cena
like
won.
40-man battle royal for no reason.
No reason.
At pre-WrestleMania.
They'll make it. You remember how Brodus Clay had that big dancing segment on WrestleMania?
Yes.
This year it will be
It's-
a 3MB concert.
All those mamas.
JB.
Was that WrestleMania?
Yes, that was WrestleMania. Somebody call
This
my mama.
this year's going to be a 3MB concert.
But now here's what I didn't like. The promos after by Ryback, Sheamus, and Cena. They were horrible.
I disagree. I think Sheamus's was bad.
I thought Ryback's was
Ryback
bad.
was right to the point.
Right.
Yeah,
Sheamus
but-
kind of.
What did he say again?
I remember him.
Sheamus takes the
Clearly
mic, says
messing up.
he wanted to get some justice tonight.
That's right. That's right. Okay.
And that was it.
I don't know.
But Cena brought it home strong.
Oh, like always. Like always.
I didn't like the promo from all three.
You think maybe they told Sheamus, hey, you know what, mess up a little bit, make Cena look better?
Yeah, it makes Cena look
Cena
better.
can look good on his own. His skid marks 87 or whatever it was.
187.
187 was an amazing promo. People just are in denial of how good it was.
Too bad I don't play Call of Duty.
Yeah, right. We get back and we see Big Show.
Oh, I remember this. This is one of the most memorable moments.
Best
on Raw.
promo ever. I loved it.
Awful.
Even Del Rio had to give him his.
Oh, what bugged me was the backstage segment when
Oh,
A-Riot was
and,
talking crap to Yoshitatsu.
Yoshitatsu.
And alright, I'll give it, Yoshitatsu might not have seen him coming, because
Right.
he was facing another way.
Uh-huh.
But A-Riot was facing
Looking
in the
right at him.
direction that he came from.
And he still gets.
Didn't
busted.
warn Yoshi, and didn't run either.
But I said that to John when Show came out, like, oh, what? So 7 foot, 500-pound Big Show snuck up on them. They didn't see him coming. Unbelievable.
Ridiculous.
It
I
was
did
pretty
like
funny,
that there
though.
was no noise when he punched them.
Yeah, right. But we get Big Show. You know, they take a look back at SmackDown where he's getting covered. He got covered in paint by Del Rio.
Right.
That was pretty
He
funny.
was like an orange, what was it, speed cone?
Yeah.
Yoshitatsu said.
He looked like a speed cone. I think Jerry
Traffic cone.
Lawler said the Great Pumpkin or something like that. He made a Charlie Brown reference.
Oh, did Yoshitatsu call him a carrot?
Yeah, he
One
called
of
him
them
a
called
carrot.
him
It
a
was
traffic
Yoshi.
cone, and one of them called him a carrot.
He looks like a carrot. Anyway,
A big
Big
fat
Show
carrot.
comes in the ring and Matt Striker is there.
Gets knocked out for no reason.
Getting knocked out. I loved it. Take that, Matt Striker.
I don't know why you don't like Matt Striker.
I hate Matt
but
Striker.
for no reason, because you read it on the internet.
No. Just
Then
don't like
Big
him.
Show just stood there.
Walked around.
Just like you don't
walked
like
around.
Bo Dallas, I hate Matt Striker.
No, I don't like that he's beating Wade Barrett.
I love it.
There is a reason that I can give you. You have no reason to not like Matt Striker. Other
I can
than you read how
give
people don't like
plenty
him
of
on the internet.
reasons. Annoying on the mic. Annoying announcing. He's a terrible announcer.
Really?
Who cares what moves? Oh, this guy does this many moves. This guy does that move.
I would like to know that my commentators know what they're talking about. I'm sorry that you're used to Jerry Lawler talking about puppies and
Yeah,
crap,
I know.
and Michael Cole saying vintage constantly.
Vintage.
We need
vintage.
a commentator that actually knows what he's talking about. Him and William Regal.
I don't
Even though
mind.
William Regal just makes up stories, they're entertaining and they sound legitimate.
Oh boy. Can we get back to the Raw, please?
I would like that very much. Big Show sucked it up and then left. That's it.
Big Show didn't say a word and he left.
He reacted to
He just went
nothingness
grrr,
and then left.
and then grrr again, and
Complete waste of 5 minutes.
Yes, it was going. Raw was actually flowing well till that happened.
Yeah.
Thanks WWE. We appreciate that. Everything's
I'm
going
sure
well.
someone backstage was like, this is a good idea.
Yeah, right. That's a great idea. Make Big will screw up Raw. Big Show go out there and say nothing for like 5 minutes. Damn you, WWE. Anyway, we get a Bruno Sammartino video again.
It's not that bad. At least it's not Bob Backlund. Imagine that. Just put that on top of one another. Big Show bores you, and then they just throw out a Bob Backlund at
video.
you. Just get your pillows ready.
Yeah.
Because you're going down.
Really. And like I said,
that's how they keep the numbers up. They
Speaking
put
of the
everyone to
Hall of
sleep. They
Fame.
can't change the channel.
Right.
Speaking of the Hall of Fame, what celebrities are going to get in?
I don't know, and I don't care.
Oh, and just so WWE knows, that altered footage of Bob Backlund supposedly wrestling
people.
Hulk Hogan and lifting heavy people. That's not fooling anybody. Everybody knows that's a doctored tape.
He's still boring. Let's see, what else? That was actually what I was thinking. Like, what celebrity gets in this year?
I don't care.
Because they still have the celebrity. They have 4. Normally, it's celebrity finishes, you know.
Is the celebrity thing every year?
I don't think it is.
They still, what was it, Mike Tyson last year?
I don't know.
You know? So, what could you do? We got another plug for The Rock. Okay, let me tell you what's really annoying.
Wait, did we skip Jack Swagger?
No, not yet.
No, Swagger was later on.
Oh.
Let me tell you something. I've never seen like with the Raws now, it's getting annoying with them plugging The Rock. Rock's gonna speak tonight. Rock's gonna speak tonight. They said it like 5 times. We get it. He's there.
They've always done that though. It's not just for The Rock. They do that for John Cena too. John Cena speaks tonight. That Skidmark 187 promo. One of the reasons that was so like it received very poorly was because they were pushing for that promo the entire night.
And
And
it
this
sucked.
is what you get.
Cena promo tonight. Cena speaks on the Royal Rumble. Then he pulls that out, and just people panned it.
What?
And I figure that's the point. Like they really do want you to know that they're gonna. Again, I don't know. You have to plug it in that much because I figure if somebody's gonna watch Raw, they're gonna watch it up until the end.
No, you're right.
But I guess they just want to be sure. A lot of plugs for certain things, mainly for Fandango. And
I mean, that's fine. That's fine. Yes. But how many times do you have to play? Are they gonna do it next week too? Oh, The Rock's here. Rock's here. Rock's here.
Mm-hmm.
Rock's. You're gonna say something later.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's basic
a little
marketing,
ridiculous,
man.
you know.
Mm-hmm.
I know it, but we'll get to that promo later. I have a lot to say to that. Next we have Zack Ryder versus Jack Swaganomics.
What I want to know, aside, just talking about the match, when did Zack Ryder get busted
That's
up?
what I was. That's the exact same thing I said to John.
I was like, when did that happen? Like, I saw it at the end of the match.
I was thinking where he got
I saw that,
thrown into the turnbuckle.
But when I saw the replay of it, it wasn't as impactful as I thought it was, because I figured when Swagger threw him into the turnbuckle, maybe he bit his tongue or he bit like a lip or something or whatever, but it wasn't a dangerous move.
Yeah.
Zack Ryder it was a safe bump, safe enough. Maybe a blood pellet or something.
I was thinking maybe when he gave him the Swagger bomb.
Eternal bleeding.
No, when maybe he bit his lip or something.
Yeah, at some point he must have bit his lip or something, because there was no blows to the face that I saw.
Yeah.
So
who knows? But it was a good match. It was an okay match. I didn't mind it.
I do like Jack Swagger's new attitude.
What I thought during the match though was, I mean, it would have, I guess, been anticlimactic because I didn't see the match going as well as it did.
Right.
But when Zack Ryder was measuring him for the broski boot in the corner, I was thinking, how great would it be if Zack Swagger just grabbed his foot and put him in the Patriot Act right there.
Yeah.
And just cut off the rest of the match.
That would have been pretty cool.
What? He did nothing.
He did nothing.
Well, we're forgetting the most important part of this.
Well, I'm getting to that in a second.
Seemingly new manager.
We get the new manager of Jack Swagger, and
what's his name?
Zeb Colter.
I like
Zeb Colter.
And the first thing I heard when
I have nothing to say to that.
When he started talking, and it seems like you got the same vibe, that it's supposedly like a racist gimmick.
I got the WTF moment. And I'm like, what the blank is going on?
Well, at least they're giving him a good manager.
Oh, they are.
I feel like he can be good enough.
Yeah, they wouldn't just bring back somebody that nobody knows about unless they were good.
Yeah.
But
because even on commentary, they mentioned how nobody knows who this is.
Yeah.
Here's
right.
my problem with these kind of gimmicks,
And
though.
only Lawler knew who that was.
Here's my problem. Remember Muhammad Hassan? Look where that gimmick went. That went.
That's different.
That got all over the
That's
news.
completely different.
How is it different, though?
Because Muhammad Hassan was labeled a terrorist, whereas this guy is a patriot trying to get rid of immigrants. Completely different.
So that's not racist.
No, it's a racist thing.
It's totally different.
But here's the deal, though. One of the main reasons Hassan got kicked out of Raw was reportedly because... Well, no, he wasn't kicked out for Raw. He was sent to SmackDown, and then he was killed off.
Yes.
And the reason for that was because SmackDown isn't like a cable network. I mean, at the time, it was on, what was it, UPN 9?
Yeah.
So it wasn't like a big cable network.
Yeah.
So that was just a basic channel.
Yeah,
right?
Pretty much.
So they felt uncomfortable with Hassan on their channel, on one of their programs, because Hassan was having a good run on Raw.
Oh, it was.
You know, and he was one of the more interesting characters. But then he makes it to SmackDown.
Undertaker kills him.
He has this one segment with the Undertaker, and a bunch of other terrorists come, and they have like a sort of beheading-esque type beatdown of the Undertaker, and that's when it started making news.
Yeah. But that's how you can compare the two is beyond me, because they're completely different.
Oh no, I wasn't comparing. I'm just like, look what happened.
But it's totally different.
No, I know what you mean. It's just
As long as he stays on Raw, he'll be fine.
Oh, that's what.
Because again, I don't know. Maybe he'd do okay on Sci-Fi too, since that's not a basic channel. But as long as he stays on Raw, he'll be fine.
I said I don't mind the gimmick. It's just I've seen where these gimmicks go.
It would be interesting to see where it goes. It would.
But like I said, I didn't mind the promo. I thought it was a good promo. Swagger, you need to get rid of that lisp.
But then what?
I have a lisp. What's the matter?
Well, for promos, it's not really that good. Same thing with Cody Rhodes.
But then the racist thing got it got kind of weird because after that promo, the first people you see are Teddy Long and Booker T.
Yeah.
And I would figure they'd be offended at what he just said, but no, Booker's like, that's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm also thinking is because at first when you hear the promo, you're like, he's only talking about white people.
Right.
But then with that reaction, I think it could be taken another way as these guys don't look American.
Right.
Because there is kind of a certain way that American people look.
Right.
Than, tourists, people that just come over for vacation or something.
Yeah.
It's a different look. So, it could be stretched to think that that's what was the message that was supposed to be sent.
Right.
Because obviously, Zeb doesn't look like Booker T.
No, he does not. I love his stash though. His mustache is pretty amazing. I loved how he was curling it during during the match.
Next we get, oh god, I don't want to say his name.
Say it.
The Miz.
Why is he even there?
Versus Cody Rhodes.
No.
And you know what? I'm gonna say that
I'm lost for words.
With Antonio Cesaro
that's
on
how
comment.
It ended. Okay, that's how it ended.
He was on commentary, and by the way, Antonio Cesaro is great on commentary.
I love him.
I love the satchel.
Yes.
Yeah, the satchel.
He had a satchel on. Not a purse. Not a purse.
I'm loving that big United States flag that he just carries around with him.
They explained on commentary.
Yeah.
They did, which it's just it's nice.
I didn't even think there needed to be an explanation. But then he gave one. I was like, all right, well, I guess people wouldn't have gotten that.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the kids who are watching, right?
I got it.
But then you have the match itself. Obviously, Cody carried it.
Yes.
Because Cody Rhodes is good. Interestingly enough, we talk about how the Miz never gets a reaction. Goldust got a reaction.
Goldust got
there
a reaction.
There was a Goldust chant.
A Goldust chant.
Match.
No, but there's the point where...
Oh, when he was coming back and...
When he had, Cody down and he looked not toward the camera, away from the camera.
Plants.
Really? That whole section was plants?
Yes. Because it wasn't a big cheer either.
I'm not saying he had the whole arena.
Plants.
I'm just saying the people he looked at gave him a reaction.
No, because he looked around and there was like a 2-second delay where he's looking around and he got nothing. And then the crowd is basically we're supposed to cheer.
I think he's
Yay!
being a little biased.
I'm not being biased. It's the truth. You'll see that delay when he looks at the crowd and he gets nothing for a couple seconds.
It was not a couple
I gotta believe
You
the
will.
Ant-Man.
You
Whatever
will.
can lift his,
You gotta look. It's
lift
right.
his
I'll
own
rewatch
something
it.
body weight.
rewatch it. You'll see a small delay.
I don't think it was.
Even the plants forgot they were supposed to cheer for the Miz.
I will say that section didn't give him the greatest reaction, but he still got one.
They just gave it to him because they're supposed to cheer somebody.
It gets
I
better.
know.
But they even forgot they were supposed to.
So
2-second delay.
That's
Watch
because
for
everyone
it.
loves Cody.
Watch for it.
So Miz
You'll
wins
see
by,
it.
when Miz wins by DQ, but Cesaro beats the crap out of him.
Well, he won by DQ because Cesaro attacked him.
Yes. Take
And
that, Miz.
he did something interesting to him. Slammed him into the barricade
That was-
repeatedly.
That was when he just pushed him into the turnbuckle on the outside. That was awesome.
It was.
There was so much force.
But what I was referring to was
when he threw him at the
him taking and just repeatedly slamming him
Yes.
against the barricade.
Yeah.
Loved it.
I could tell you, like
Boom.
Punk probably said, push him
Boom.
into the ring post.
Boom.
But hard, just like
Boom.
shove him.
Boom.
Yeah.
Take
Boom.
that, Miz.
Boom.
Yeah, why I don't understand why he's even there. Why does he
I
even
don't
show
know.
up anymore?
But that was good. That was I like.
Yeah, if Miz is he's got an F5, and then this happens to him. If this is what the Miz's role is on Raw right now, then I accept him.
I accept it.
Do you
yes.
think that they could team up Jack Swagger and Antonio Cesaro?
No.
Because Cesaro loves America. He just doesn't love Americans.
I don't know though because he himself is an immigrant.
Yeah, but
He can speak five different languages. One not being Spanish.
I don't know. It's a tough call. I would like to see how
I say no.
Coulter reacts to people of color to see if this is a white thing
yeah,
or if it's just an America thing.
it would be funny if if they turn the storyline into Jack Swagger being behind this guy,
Uh-huh.
thinking it's purely American thing,
Yeah, and
and then when he gets
misunderstanding.
the realization that it's a race thing,
Yeah.
it would be hilarious. Like what?
Wait a minute, I'm not a
Hold on.
racist.
That's what you've been talking about?
Just run over Jack Swagger's head the entire time.
Next, we get a WrestleMania reading challenge. Yay! Me and Nat were bringing up that. Imagine like we were in the reading challenge and we were
John
still in
can't read.
school. You're a jerk. I can read fine. You're a jerk.
You can read okay.
You're
Well,
a jerk.
he was saying, John told me, what if we were kids and we won that contest and the Miz
And it was the
told to read
Miz.
to us. And I think just every kid would tell their parents, Mommy, I don't want to go to school today. I'm sick.
I'm sick.
All the teachers call in sick. Subs have to go in. Because nobody cares, Miz. Just go home.
Go home.
Or I'd at least go to school, the only student to show up and be like, why are you here? Why are you even here?
Why other schools getting Kofi?
What, are you going to drop me on my head too?
Yeah, right. You jerk.
Let's go get Kofi.
Kofi,
and
Brodus
Then
Clay,
we get the Miz.
the Funkadactyls. No, we get the Miz.
What I found funny was apparently on those advertisements for the reading challenge, you had Kofi Kingston on one poster and AJ on the other
Yeah,
one.
right.
Really?
I noticed that.
That was kind of strange. Like, not John Cena?
Well,
AJ?
remember, AJ is in.
Cena's a busy man.
AJ is a part. She lives in New Jersey. She's from Union City, so might as well.
Oh, was the reading
Yeah.
challenge? Okay.
Is it? I thought it was just across the country.
Well, it ends in New Jersey, so. It's a reading challenge anyway. Who cares? Anyway.
I wonder if they actually reward the best reader.
Yeah.
Or if
And
they
how do you-
just...
how do you judge that?
How do you judge that?
Do you judge by volume of books read?
I think they just...
What if they read a bunch of small books?
They might just show...
And one kid read a really big book.
Why are we talking
Like,
this?
How
if
do you
they
judge
just...
that?
They
Just by
pick
page?
the worst reader out of pity. But he's really trying. And they
So
give
it's all
him...
about the effort.
It's all about the effort.
All about the effort.
And they give him the WrestleMania tickets.
It's like the genius kid. He
Nah,
can't.
And then the
qualify.
genius kid who can read decides to never read again because he lost the contest.
Next, we get.
Good
Well,
message to send.
Right.
They
And he can't go to WrestleMania because
Yeah, right.
he can't afford it.
He can't afford it.
So even though he's
Anyway.
the best reader, he still can't see.
Anyway, we get Primo and Epico in the ring, and I'm like, before the match starts,
Who
I'm
have
like,
new music.
They do have new. Yeah, they do.
Epico and Primo have a new song.
Before
nobody cares.
I said
I care, damn
anything,
it.
I'm like, it's gonna be Brodus Clay and Tensai because it just makes sense.
Just a small note here. I was playing Temple Run 2
Okay.
during the commercial break.
And
I
then
was
Rose
doing good,
Mendes comes
But
out.
then Raw returns, Rosa Mendez dancing in the ring. I just ran smack into a tree because I was so distracted.
She does have
It
a.
was
I gotta
nuts.
say, she has a good looking body. That's something you can
You know
actually
what?
look at.
How impressive was the interaction between the Funkadactyls and Rosa Mendes?
It was
Yes, good. But let's talk about the match
with
first.
Naomi with the fake out, and then Cameron came out of nowhere with the drop
I
kick.
loved it.
Right.
That was
I
awesome.
loved
I
it.
didn't see that coming.
With the baseball slide.
So
yeah.
we got
I
Brodus
honestly
Clay.
thought that she was waiting for Rosa to turn around. That's why she was just standing there.
Yeah.
Then the baseball slide, like you said, came out of nowhere. Like, makes sense. She's not getting fired, it seems.
Brodus Clay and Tensai come out as I called it.
Now everybody dances, but except
Yes.
for Tensai.
Except for
is-
Tensai.
Until the end.
He does the shovel.
The shovel. That's what I've been waiting for.
The shovel.
That's why I watch WWE these days.
He did the shovel
Just to see him
again.
do the shovel.
And I kind of blew it for Rob because I guess he was
Yeah.
far back
It was.
on Raw. And I'm sorry, Rob.
It's alright.
But it was actually a decent, okay match.
Not bad.
It was. I didn't like the setup to the finish.
I thought it was okay.
Brodus Clay hitting the headbutt out of seemingly nowhere. He might as well have. He should have just done the T-bone suplex,
That too.
which could have easily set up Tensai for the senton.
But I think we all knew why we wanted to see the match was because of the dancing.
Yeah.
And Tensai, he said he brought back the shovel. And he could dance. I mean, he's not so bad as everyone would say it would be. I mean, soon to be tag team champions.
No.
Next, we get the Shield.
Hey, why not though?
Yeah,
Why not?
why not?
I was actually thinking that when I saw it, they're going to be tag team champions, and I thought, Tensai is better than this.
No, you're right. You're right.
Because a couple weeks ago, we were complaining about how Tensai is being buried and all that, and now they're kind of reviving him, but he's silly.
Yeah, he's a silly monster.
Yeah.
He's a silly monster, but
There's
what can
nothing
you do?
wrong with him being just a monster.
Generic heel monster.
That's all he's been. Maybe that's...
At least he's getting personality now though.
Yes.
Because that's what was upsetting me, that they were they just gave up on him so quickly. And
Hey, he faced John Cena. That's what happens.
Yeah.
well, I guess. But no, like
That's what happens.
the
You
funny
face
thing,
John
I
Cena,
know.
it's
Once you
over.
face Cena,
Yeah.
it's over.
it was interesting that you bring up the Funkadactyl spot though with Rosa Mendez, because I have actually seen Naomi do that before.
Yeah.
It was actually just last week
Yeah.
on main event, but they just
But the drop
added.
kick didn't-
Yeah, they just added in the baseball slide this time, I think.
Yeah.
And I think it's a good spot.
That's
you
what
know?
was. That's what caught me off guard. I knew she was doing the flip.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna hit her because she's done it before, but
Next, we get the Shield
Shield
and their
promo.
promo.
Okay, I just gotta say,
I had something I wanted to say about this.
I
You
love
go
these
first.
guys.
I love them
I
too.
love these guys, and I was telling John because this was.
You guys are gonna hate me after this.
It's
I
okay.
hate you already.
I know you do.
I just want to say that it's been a while since I saw someone, and you know there are people who say Punk does it, other people say Cena does it and all that stuff, but I just feel that the passion that Dean Ambrose puts into his promos are something that I have not seen in a while.
Yeah.
It just seems like the character he plays is something. It's something out of the. It could be something out of the Attitude Era, I think, because
All right.
he really is that passionate about what he's saying. Seth Rollins, his mic skills, good.
Yeah.
I like him too. He's definitely. I definitely see a lot of potential in him.
First
I like
NXT
his
champion.
look.
First
I like both their looks. I really like. Actually, that's not even fair. I like the Shield in general. And I was telling John, I would say Dean Ambrose is a phenomenal speaker. Seth Rollins is up there too. Roman Reigns is good enough.
Yeah.
For his role right now.
I can see why he got brought up with
Yeah.
being very limited from NXT. He only had a couple, like 2 matches.
Right.
Not much promo time.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was obvious from somebody else hearing him backstage or working on it that he could be brought up. He can be on the mic and he'd do just fine.
Right.
Because it seems, and you might disagree with me, he's already better on the mic than Jack Swagger.
Roman Reigns?
Yeah.
Probably. No, I would agree with that. I would agree with that.
And he obviously has the body.
Right.
And the skill doesn't matter as long as you look the part and can talk on the mic.
Right. As long as you look good in the ring. I mean, a lot of like we say, Triple H, not really super good a mat technician or anything.
Yeah.
But he's good in the ring. He looks legitimate in the ring. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
And I think Roman Reigns, like I said, again, I don't know how far he would go as a singles competitor with how his promo skills are, but as of right now, he's good enough. It's not like he's holding the Shield back, you know.
Yeah.
He's given them.
Yeah.
He's given them the. I guess you would say the powerhouse that they need.
Yeah, a little extra legitimacy because he's the one who does the power.
Yeah, he's the muscle, and again, I really like the segment. I guess maybe before they got attacked because everybody thought the Undertaker was showing up.
I got so excited, but before we get to that, here's my take on the promo. Dean Ambrose, great. I love him.
Yeah.
I get all goosebumps inside. I'm sorry I sound like a little schoolgirl, but I get all goosebumps, you know? I love him! Seth Rollins, I think he's good on the mic. I think he still needs a little bit more work.
Mm-hmm.
And as for Roman Reigns, you guys like him on the mic? I hate him on the mic.
He doesn't talk much because he's not up there, but he doesn't need to say much.
If he's going to be a monster, don't make him talk.
He's not like Tensai.
No, he's not like Tensai, but he's like Batista.
Well, I mean, like
Batista though.
Well, Batista couldn't talk on a mic, which he should have never.
When he was a heel, he was funny.
He had some decent matches. You can't say they were all bad.
All right.
Right. No, well,
is it
like I
anything
said
about him or who he's working with though?
Well, when he was working with Taker, you know, he had good matches with Taker, but it doesn't matter who he works with.
He had good matches with Taker. Taker had bad matches with him.
Yes. Anything that happened was Undertaker's fault.
Yes.
But, no, but I like that spot where they were climbing out the cage and Undertaker jumped out first. That was his fault, not Batista's.
Yes. But I'm just saying that he shouldn't talk on the mic.
Okay.
You know,
I just think
like he didn't say much. He didn't do that bad a job.
Right.
Who's worse, him or Jack Swagger? Like that. Let's say that's the bar.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I think that he's better than Jack Swagger.
I think they both need help, but
that's
I would have to go with Roman Reigns.
It's better?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, like my point is, I'm not even trying to compare really the Roman Reigns to the other two.
Oh,
I just feel
that
at the moment for what the Shield is, he's good enough. Like,
believe in the Shield.
He's good enough. That's
like,
fine.
yeah, just
fine.
scream out, believe in the Shield.
That's what he does.
That's fine.
Believe in us, child.
I want to say though,
Get it.
I don't remember, everything.
Like, let me ask you something. I mean, the way Roman Reigns is right now, would you mess with a guy like that? Like, if he was,
Of course not.
I mean,
I think
throw a rock at him, but you'd run away, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's my
exactly
point.
what I thought of.
But that's what I'm trying to say. Like
get a couple of rocks in my pocket just to make sure I got more to throw at him.
Like that's what upsets me mostly about the Shield situation, because I feel like the way they've handled them individually so far, they've done a good job. They have, and they don't usually do that with groups. Usually they kind of mess it up, and they're letting the Shield members, each one, play to their strengths, and that's something that the WWE doesn't do usually.
Yeah.
Let people play to their strengths, and they have done that with the Shield, and it's a shame that it seems everyone seems pretty unanimous. They're gonna get buried this Sunday.
Yeah, right.
And it's all gonna go to waste.
All gonna go to waste.
Thanks,
Cena.
What I want to say is I don't remember exactly what was said during the promo because they all said separate things, but it made me think of them singling out obviously John Cena.
Right.
Where have I heard this before?
Okay. Nexus.
Yes, I've heard this from that, and it made me think not just the Nexus as a group, obviously, but any competitor that's gone up against John Cena.
Right.
They've all lost.
Yeah. And they're gonna lose again Sunday.
Because this is the year.
And it bums me out. I sat there, I got bummed out. I'm like, I can accept this Shield losing. Yeah. I can accept that I've connected them and the Nexus and how they both lost to Cena. Mm-hmm. But then I started thinking about even the singles competitors. Everyone he's feuded with, he's won.
Yeah. Yeah.
So is this like officially the burial of the Shield on Sunday?
What? With regard to that, one thing that I'm interested in will be which is going to be the last Shield member to be eliminated.
It's not elimination.
Not elimination.
It's not elimination?
No. It's
Oh,
going to be
well,
Seth
never mind.
Rollins.
Seth Rollins is
And it's
going
to be John Cena who pins him.
Right.
Because I've said it on here.
And it's
Seth Rollins is the Darren Young of the Shield.
It sucks because
It should be Roman Reigns.
that too. But I like what the Shield's doing right now. I think they should win.
I think they should.
WWE is smart.
Do you think they should add members?
I was thinking of that. Like I think they're not. I think there's more to it.
I think that it can work either way, but it certainly I don't think at this point would hurt for them to have more members.
You know, I think
they're going to end it at
I think Brad
WrestleMania.
Maddox gets involved Sunday.
If they're going to end it at WrestleMania, it doesn't matter either way.
You
They
think Brad?
certainly
You
don't
think
need to add members?
Maddox gets involved?
No,
Sunday?
because he got destroyed, and nobody came to save him.
And everybody knows that.
Well, no, I could. Well, this could like gripe, like he has gripes now, like how come you guys didn't save me? And it's a good
But
spur.
who would he side with?
The Shield.
The guys that beat him up?
Yeah.
As opposed
It's
to the guys that
happened
didn't save him?
before. It's happened before.
I like to think it'd be better than that.
We've seen it before. The guy beats up that other guy.
No, I know
and
exactly
then all
what
of a
you're talking about.
sudden,
It's almost like the legacy. When Orton took out Ted DiBiase, and then what did he do? He came back and joined back with Legacy.
Right.
what's a twist? Next we get Del Rio versus Sandow. Quick match. Del Rio wins.
Well, Sandow's promo was brilliant.
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
Brilliant.
I liked it.
Loved it. Silence.
Match couldn't be.
There was somebody in the crowd, right? Like,
Yeah.
right in front of him. He pointed that one specific person
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Anyway, quick match.
Did you like the Grammy references?
I did.
I
Yeah.
only picked up on one of them,
ridiculous.
but it took me to the end to figure out what he was talking about.
Yeah, right?
Del Rio wins with a quick armbar. Yay! Del Rio takes the mic and says the games are over Sunday and blah blah blah, and he's going on to WrestleMania. Next, we see Wade Barrett walk into the ring, and all of a sudden, Bo Dallas.
Well, wait. Del Rio did point out that the Big Show cut the best promo of
Yes,
his career.
he did.
Yeah.
He did. I forgot to
Earlier
say
that
that.
year. And Del Rio is, yeah, he definitely has a good crowd reaction.
But let's go
Very
to
good.
this Wade Barrett thing.
Yeah, Wade Barrett. This was by far the most interesting part of the show.
I loved it.
This was the most brutal, and this is PG, and it ended up being the most brutal assault backstage
Yes,
I'd ever seen.
in a while. So Wade Barrett's just
I was worried for Wade Barrett.
Wade Barrett's just strolling along, minding
Minding
his
its own
business,
business.
until Bo Dallas sneaks attacks him.
Yeah. And apparently, earlier in the day, Bo Dallas had tweeted that he owed somebody something.
Rob looks very. He's got the disapprove Hogan face.
No, I'm kind of smiling just because it's so stupid.
I love it.
I'm not even saying because we know that I in this feud I pick Barrett over Bo Dallas.
Of course, yeah.
But it's nothing new. Sneak attacks back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
It's going to
They don't even really call each other out anymore.
it's going to culminate in a
WrestleMania
match.
match.
Because there's a
Intercontinental
pay-per-view
title.
this Sunday.
Bo Dallas will
I
win.
don't know if they didn't make the match. I mean, they could
They
on
still
SmackDown.
could.
He could.
It's just I think it's dull.
And Bo
You're just gonna
Dallas
have
will
them
win.
keep fighting, but then not cut any real promos on each other.
Right.
Not do anything else.
So I mean, it's it definitely. I understand that. It's also kind of a thing where you do wonder where it's going to go. Will they take the belt off of Barrett and then
Like
catapult
if
him to
they're
the main
just-
event?
If they're gonna put
or-
it on Dallas, fine, but just do something. These backstage things are really lame. I really didn't like him eliminating Barrett in the Rumble.
I loved it.
I didn't like
You hate everything that this guy does.
not everything. I said he
especially
should. I
hate him
think,
existing.
No, I said he should be Intercontinental Champion. I just don't want him to get it off of Barrett.
Barrett, yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Interesting, and
And who's gonna believe you put Barrett and Bo Dallas next to each other? That Bo Dallas is gonna do anything to this guy.
hey, size doesn't matter.
It only matters. I mean, it works for a backstage brawl, I
Well,
guess,
the
where you
only
sneak up
thing-
on the guy.
Yeah.
But then in a match,
I
The
understand.
We
only
could beat him in
the
his
only
first
thing I
match.
could see this working out is that Wade Barrett loses and Nick finally going to give him the world title.
but can you really recover from losing to Bo
Yes.
Dallas?
Yes.
It could awaken something in Wade
So
Barrett.
It's going to be
Yeah,
interesting
Kofi
though when
Kingston did and
I was telling
everybody
Ant-Man yesterday that when Casasono makes his appearance, when he finally gets called up, they have the same finisher. They both have the elbow.
there's a variation.
No, but it's almost
Wade
close.
Barrett just throws the elbow.
Sono does a
rolls,
turn.
he spins into it.
They both use the elbow.
Yeah, I know that.
So it's gonna be interesting who's...
It's like a regular elbow drop or a diving elbow drop. They're different. They're different.
I see.
They're elbow drops, so they're different.
Yeah, but I like to see how
how
that works.
I also want to, before I forget, I did finally put the WWE app to use.
Oh God! As they plugged that so many times
Oh
again
yeah,
yesterday.
they plugged that a lot too. I did try it out. It's, I guess, it's what you expect.
Is it as stupid as John said it was?
It's about as good an app as the WWE website is a website.
Mm.
It's just there.
The only thing it's good for is when there's a match going on. You go to commercial.
Raw
you
Active.
watch it.
Raw Active is okay. The Raw Active section is okay. And I did use it, and there was this one I showed you. The results of this poll.
Massive letdown.
I don't know if the poll is real or not.
It has to be fixed.
But the poll said, who do you think is the next big thing?
Big E is the next big thing.
Now let me just pull it up because I want it to be accurate in what I'm saying here. The three that you could vote for being the next biggest thing.
The next big thing.
Next big thing are Big E Langston, The Shield, and Bo Dallas. Big E Langston came in.
As far as this recording
is
where he's at, because it's still, you can still vote on it, right?
No, this is the result.
It's the result.
This is the final result. Okay, so
Make you even more miserable.
The next big thing. Big
He
E
wins by 1 point. It's so dumb.
The Big E Langston comes in at 21%. The Shield comes in at 39%.
Yeah, he won by 1 point.
And Bo Dallas won by 40%. So
Stupid. I do want to say though, if they're gonna, whenever they bring Cash Sono, if they need to change anyone's finisher, it should be Barrett's.
It should.
Right.
He doesn't need the bullhammer, the souvenir, or whatever.
Okay.
Cash Sono's only been he's been using the elbow and a cravat.
All right.
It's a submission, but there aren't very many submission finishers really.
Okay.
Even guys that have them like Jericho, they end up giving him the code breaker.
Yeah. True.
So Barrett's had other finishers before that aren't the elbow. I don't know why they even started doing that elbow thing. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's got a cool little loading it
Yeah,
up.
I do like that. I do like that.
Cash Sono should have the elbow.
I do like how Wade Barrett won the match.
Yes.
By pulling whatever that.
Yes.
I forget what that's called. Putting it over
The
Kofi
apron.
Kingston's the apron. Yes.
Yeah.
And then just wailing on Kofi Kingston.
Yeah.
Taking him
That
out.
was a good.
And the ref didn't call it or anything.
Yeah. Right. But I mean, that's not really
That's okay.
though.
It's just a dirty tactic.
It's just a dirty, yeah.
Frowned upon.
Because somebody else has used it on Layla, and I forget who it was.
Was it Beth Phoenix?
I don't remember if it was her or not, but I do remember Layla would do a baseball slide, and then the person would lift the apron.
I think
and
it was
she just
Beth
slide
Phoenix.
between. Okay, it might have been her.
It might have been Beth Phoenix.
But yeah, I have seen that tactic used before, but I just like the way it was.
On a quick note, Rob actually has to get out of here early.
Yep.
Any quick things you want to say, Rob?
No, I think you guys are gonna finish the show. I think I've covered anything that I would have had any real opinion on.
Okay.
Bo Dallas needs to go away.
I love Bo Dallas.
No, he doesn't need to go away. He just needs to win the title off of somebody else.
So anyway, after I do think at one point we forgot, after Jericho beat Daniel Bryan, at some point there was a Dolph Ziggler moment where
Oh yeah, that's right.
Dolph wanted in, yeah.
he wants in because he wants to finish Jericho off for good. So he figures, apparently Ziggler was in the match. He took himself out. Now he wants back in because he wants to take Jericho out.
Ridiculous.
And Big E justified it by saying, well, he could essentially get 2 title matches.
Yeah.
He could.
Okay. And that makes sense.
Proving that he can talk.
Like I said, I like Big. I don't know why they feel the need to show us
His butt cheeks.
every single
butt
inch of
cheeks.
his legs, and this week his butt cheeks.
His
It's like
butt cheeks.
every week his attire gets smaller.
And smaller, and smaller, and smaller.
I do want to say, even though we're gonna all elaborate on this later, my pick for Elimination Chamber is Jack Swagger.
I think it works
we're,
too.
We're talking about this tomorrow. So.
I know, but I'm just saying, because you guys are gonna say who ends up being the 6th participant with whoever wins. I don't care. My pick is Jack Swagger.
Okay.
Understandable. And we'll elaborate on that, on why tomorrow.
Yes.
Because that actually does work. So.
It does.
So, Ziggler wanted in the Elimination Chamber match, but Booker basically said that there was somebody else in the running who wanted to impress them and get in the Elimination Chamber. And we find out that it's Kane.
Yeah.
Now I'm thinking, man. Kane's gonna
get buried again. He's gonna lose.
He's gonna get buried. Big E's probably gonna get involved or something. But when the match started, a good match.
Yeah.
Considering Kane is over 40.
Yeah.
He's
good.
He's very good at. He's over 40. He's about 7 feet tall, 300 pounds.
Let me tell you what bothered me about this match. It wasn't the match itself.
Mm-hmm. Result.
AJ Lee's pants. What the hell, man?
Was that the pants where one side had skulls?
Skulls on the other. What the hell? What do you do? What are you wearing? Is this showing off that you have a punk rock life and you have that nothing? You're like goody two shoes. I don't get it. Just wear regular pants.
It's just part of her gimmick. A lot of times.
I get
it. She does wear the skull thing.
I get it. So. She's a geek. She's a Smark, the Smark's lover, but you're never gonna get with her.
Smart guys love her.
Yeah, the smart guys love her. Women hate her.
I have yet to meet one girl who doesn't hate AJ Lee.
I think so far we've met 2 so far, and they both hate her.
Yeah. As
in Sabrina and Sarah.
I don't know if Sarah hates her. Well, these are friends of ours.
Yes.
So just you don't know them. Maybe eventually they'll be on the show one day. Hopefully, that'd be cool. But I don't think Sarah hates her.
Yes.
And Rob tells me Sabrina says she doesn't, but she does.
I think she does.
So,
I think she does.
And that seems to be the majority of the girls. Like, I don't hate AJ. I'm not jealous of her. But then when she comes out, they have just death stare at her.
Let's talk about the king of the Smarks, though. He's in love with her.
Yeah. Well, Rob is too.
Everyone is.
Rob was first.
The gigantic dorks are in love with her. What do we keep saying? She's fake. She's not real.
Look, it's the premise of AJ Lee is very inviting.
It is.
Because if what she says is true, if this is really her, this is a woman who is attractive. Not drop dead gorgeous or anything.
No.
But attractive.
Yes.
Likes video games. Likes comic books. Dressed up as a Ninja Turtle for goodness sakes for Halloween. And that's very appealing.
It is.
Don't get me wrong. I'd love that, but at this point, it's just Smarks. You just hear about it nonstop. But again, she's just there. It's a shame that she's not wrestling at this moment. She's just, being.
I know with Ziggler.
And it's a shame because she can wrestle. She's very good.
She is.
And,
she can go. She can go in the ring and.
Right. Well, back to the Ziggler Kane match.
Yes.
It was a very good match. I enjoy seeing Kane remind us all that he's a very good mobile giant.
Oh, he is. He's
very good.
Go.
I enjoy it, and it's got to be something to wrestle with a mask and a wig on.
Big red dwarf.
You got to shut your mouth. But that's pretty. I wonder how that is to just wear with that. I understand having headgear, but really a wig and a mask. So
when you figure it out and wear one to WrestleMania.
I would like to. I want to buy a Kane mask with a wig. I don't think my hair is going to grow out in time. So
you'd look a little ridiculous.
Yeah, but again, I thought that Ziggler was going to win this because it did kind of make sense for him. And I would figure he would enter the Elimination Chamber and Jericho would get a little retribution by pinning him.
Yeah.
Or making him tap out. Because so far Ziggler he's got the edge on Jericho.
Oh, he does.
Because Jericho beat him at one pay-per-view, but then Ziggler essentially got him fired, and then eliminated him from the Rumble not too long ago. So basically, it's 2-1 Ziggler.
Yep.
And I figured Jericho would even it up this year. But no, Kane won the match, despite...
Well, we should have figured, because Ziggler just keeps on losing, keeps on losing, keeps on losing.
No, but if
keeps
you find...
losing.
A few things interesting about this match, though. A bit of a rift between Ziggler and AJ.
Yeah.
And Big E for that matter, because there was one spot, Kane was going to do the clothesline from the top rope, and AJ got on the apron to distract him. And Ziggler bounced, he was dodging something from Kane, the clothesline.
Yeah.
Hit the ropes, knocked AJ off the apron, and Big E caught her.
Mm-hmm.
This distracted Ziggler, and Kane got the chokeslam for the win.
Yep.
Now again, no fallback backstage, but I really would like to see where, if
Yeah.
they build off of this. And also, I'm ashamed of myself that I didn't see Kane winning because it makes sense that there will probably be a spot in the
For
Elimination
Daniel
Chamber
Bryan and Kane.
where Kane or Daniel Bryan eliminates the
Yeah,
other one.
it makes sense.
You know?
It makes sense. So all in all, a good match, but Ziggler keeps losing. It's getting a little ridiculous. But I'm not surprised. For all you Smarks, I wish you had that clip up.
Oh, wow. Oh, you want me to get it up?
Yeah, get it up.
All right, I'll get it up.
Get it up.
Because there's an important thing that there's an important reaction on, on the interwebs that basically summarizes what we've heard. Again, I don't mind. Like most people who watch the show know that I'm a big Kane fan.
Yes, you are a big Kane fan.
I'm a big Kane fan. Through thick and thin, through some of the worst storylines, some of the most unbelievable defeats. But, I just am a big fan of
the Big Red Dog. We know.
You need to shut it!
I think someone gets a little too emotional when I call him the Big Red Dog.
I don't appreciate it. But when Ziggler loses, there's a different reaction.
I know.
There's a different reaction, and it's pretty unanimous. All the Smarks feel the same way. It goes a little something like this, and just wait for it. And I feel like they should hold off on that until
WrestleMania.
No. Until Ziggler, when and if Ziggler loses the Money in the Bank.
Oh my God!
Match. If he loses that case, I'll understand that reaction. I will understand. I get it, and I might even join in.
I know.
Because you know what, Ziggler, I believe is talented enough to be a champion at this point.
I don't get it. I mean, I feel bad for this. Mark says, we don't call it. We don't say we're Smarks, but we are.
Yeah.
Everyone.
I'm a Smark in denial.
In denial.
I'm a Smark in denial.
But like I said, New Jersey and New York, it's Smark. It's Smark area. Everyone knows it.
Right.
And we will have a bunch of Smarks at the convention we're going to. There'll be a bunch of Smarks at WrestleMania. You have the generic CM Punk fans that are.
Oh my goodness! Generic CM Punk fans.
You have the Smarks. The Smarks will be out and lurking. So
they're gonna be out. They're gonna be out in full
and the
force.
King will be out, lurking as well. So, it should be an interesting week for Smarks. Anyway, let me get to the Rock promo.
Okay.
I hated this promo. Not one of his best. Could possibly be his worst. This could be his worst promo.
I don't think anything's worse than the "We Will Rock You."
Well, that's okay. Second to worst.
All right.
But it was really bad.
It was essentially just a story time. He did say it was story time with The Rock.
Story time. It put me to sleep.
And it's funny because I understand your reason because you thought it was boring. That's fine, and I get it. I'm not going to argue with that because he did in some way relate it to his title match in Elimination Chamber. Not that much.
Not that much.
But
I mean, it was interesting. You brought up Jeff Jarrett.
Right. That was an interesting bit.
You brought up Jeff Jarrett.
But again, it was just serving the purpose of getting the crowd. Look, again, The Rock always has the crowd in the palm of his hand.
I was lost during that whole story time. I was like, "What are you doing? You're not even shooting on Punk." Right. You're facing this guy.
He did get better once Punk came out, though.
Oh, he did.
He did get better once Punk came out. The thing that I think they're doing a little too much with The Rock is that he's better when he's face to face with the person.
Yes.
Not
by himself.
When they have The Rock out there by himself,
we get a stupid story time or a concert.
Yeah, that's what they do. Those are the two big things they give you. When he is face to face with somebody, or when they come out, it's good. He's good. We see glimpses of the old Rock.
But
the funny thing was
bothers me about this Rock now, and I've noticed when he does the spine buster, he gets up and he's like, "Ah!" He never did that when he was.
He's much bigger now.
It's a little ridiculous now. You're doing a spine buster and you're all like pumped. You were never that pumped when you did the spine buster.
Right.
He just did it and went into the people's elbow.
Right, I understand.
Now he's like, I'm the Ultimate Warrior now.
I don't mind it though. I don't mind it personally, but I mean, I do understand.
A
where
lot
it's
of
coming
people
from.
don't like this promo.
A lot of people don't, and for a stupid reason too, because they like to say, "Oh, it was inaccurate. He wasn't really there." Really? So are you trying to tell me that you judge promos based on their accuracy of history?
Yep.
Is that really why? You're kidding me. If somebody doesn't like this promo, you said you don't like the promo. I can understand why. I get it. But for like, that's what a hardcore Smark is. That they don't like the promo because it wasn't the truth.
Okay.
Are you telling me
this is the comment? Like it was 11 hours ago. Mm-hmm. Raw was really good tonight, except they did not know what the hell Rock was meaning or saying in that promo. Mm-hmm. That's what a lot of people don't get. Mm-hmm. What the heck are you saying?
Well, I got what he was saying. It was a random story, though.
Really random.
It was very random because you see The Rock come out, you expect him to talk, about CM Punk or Paul Heyman or whatever. It took a while for him to get to it. That's what I think it was. It might have dragged on a little bit too long. But again, if you're live there, I suppose it's more entertaining. On TV, I guess it doesn't come across as well, but I didn't think it killed Raw at all.
Yeah.
Again, I think it was a solid addition
of
Monday Night Raw. I enjoyed it.
I liked it.
But like I said, once Punk and Heyman did come out, The Rock did get better. He did get better. I did like the Twilight reference. That was all right. Again, I wouldn't say the segment was a failure. I guess I would give it a C or B minus, something like that.
I kind of like it how Punk just takes the belt.
Yeah, I've seen that somewhere before, but I can't quite put my finger on it. Where the challengers go running.
I thought it was Austin and Rock.
Was it? Okay.
I'm saying, I mean, either that or I gotta think. Because I think remember when The Rock threw the title over the river.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I remember that.
I think that's what you're thinking of.
That
when
might
The Rock
be.
took I think it was the Intercontinental title though. Or it might have been the Smoking Skull belt.
Okay.
One of those two, but he stole the title and flung it over the river, and then threw Austin over at the same time. Well, Austin went there, and they started fighting, and Rock threw him over, which is pretty funny. But later that night, Stone Cold comes back. Weird. Anyway, that was Raw, and like I said, it was actually pretty good Raw. Anything you want to say or about it, or
no? Like I said, it's always a good addition. It was a good addition, especially because of the Fandango promos, Tensai's shoveling, and the 3MB appearance. It was a good Raw. I actually did enjoy it. One of the few additions that I would probably go back and check out again, because I do want to see the Codebreaker you were talking about, the fact that it didn't connect. But again, I guess if you take anything away from this, not a bad build to Elimination Chamber.
No.
But I do think WWE could be making a mistake with the Shield versus Cena, Sheamus, and Ryback.
Oh, you're right.
I think that's a mistake. I mean, I understand that you have to have some sort of closure to that storyline, but to feed them to your biggest stars like that...
No, you're right.
I mean, I really don't see what the Shield will gain. They're not going to gain anything if they don't win.
Yeah.
Anything at all. I don't care if they have to cheat to win or if there's another outside interference thing. They need to win this match to avoid burial.
Oh, I know. And that's what I'm worried about.
Right.
I think a lot of people are worried.
Unless, say, they lose, but then the following night on Raw, they injure one of the three, either Cena, Sheamus, or Ryback.
Yeah.
They take him out.
A lot of people actually, last night, loved the Jack Swagger promo.
Yeah.
Antonio Cesaro beating the hell out of The Miz.
I enjoyed that very much so.
I think a lot of people did. The Shield. Ryback.
That Shield promo, I really...
All of them beating up on 3MJB.
I don't know who you're talking about. This 3MJB is non-existent.
Yes, it is. It's pretty, it's there.
Right.
But like I said, a lot of people disapprove about this Rock promo. Mm-hmm. But it did get better.
Right.
But I think there was a few bumps in the road with the story time. Mm-hmm. I think there should be no more story time with The Rock. There should be no more concerts with The Rock. Just make him do a promo with someone.
Just let him be The Rock.
Let him be The Rock.
Because he still has it in him.
He does. And it looks like
because you see remnants of it when he goes face to face with Punk.
Yeah.
And you did see it at the beginning of his feud with The Rock. With John Cena.
Okay.
At the beginning, not towards the end when he started, being a little watered down. Because he does still have it in him. You don't just lose it.
Okay.
And I think, if they just let him be The Rock. He doesn't need the story times. He doesn't need the concerts.
I know you're right. Obviously, there were unanswered questions on Raw last night. Why do you think Paul Heyman insisted on a new stipulation for the title? Interesting.
That was an interesting bit. I still don't see what the point of that would be. Because usually that stipulation is put up against someone who cheats, who like CM Punk's been doing, having people interfere on his behalf, cheating to win,
which I'm kind of thinking Brock Lesnar.
Right. I mean, but again, I don't get it, because why would Brock Lesnar interfere unless the WrestleMania match is going to be Brock Lesnar versus The Rock?
Things could change.
And things have been changing, because I do remember earlier on, we read potential WrestleMania matches. I don't see in any way, shape, or form how the World Heavyweight title is going to be between Sheamus and Randy Orton.
No, I can't. Unless Randy Orton wins the Chamber.
No, I don't even see that. Because how do you get the belt from Del Rio to Sheamus?
No, you're right. It's physically impossible. Unless they do some type of swerve.
Yeah.
Swerve.
They have to do it within 6-7 weeks.
Yeah. And if they do, they're retarded. They're stupid. They're very stupid.
So then, like you said, matches do change. I mean, I don't know if Brock would be in the title match, though. I do feel that he has...
I think he should have the title.
Okay.
He's right. He's your biggest reaction right now.
Mm-hmm.
And he signed a new contract.
Right.
So obviously he likes it there now.
Mm-hmm.
Why not give him the title?
Yeah, he likes the schedule, so...
Even though he's not going to be there as much, but why not? You have nothing to lose. You give The Rock the title.
Forget it. No, look, I mean, I do think The Rock is more committed to showing up than Brock Lesnar.
But that's true.
Because
Brock
The Rock
will be there February 25th, I think.
Because The Rock has shown that he does care about the business.
Oh, he does. And
Brock Lesnar has shown that he doesn't care.
I know.
And that's not a knock against Brock Lesnar.
No, it's not.
There's just some things in life that you don't care about. You don't mind. But, hey, if you're going to get paid for it, come on.
Yeah. And a lot of money, too.
Right? I mean... And it's not like WWE's not gaining anything from it. They're gaining... Look, I've always liked the presence that Brock Lesnar brings.
You're right.
I like the vibe he brings. And it just makes wrestling seem a little more legitimate when he's around.
I think this all has to do with the Taker is going to wrestle at Mania.
And this was the big thing. This was the big absence.
Yes, because he was in Nashville.
He was in Nashville. There were pics tweeted. And
pics tweeted.
Yeah, no, they were.
No, they were. They were.
With a very old-looking Undertaker who didn't die.
Everyone says he was in the Nashville Predators costume.
Right.
I'm starting to wonder. He might have been. That didn't look like Taker. He's graying and he's looking older.
Yeah. But it is interesting.
I think it all involves what he does.
Yeah, and it's funny because when the lights went out, when the Shield was cutting the promo, I think everybody thought it was on the Undertaker.
I thought so.
Everybody thought. So did I. Because he's in Nashville, the lights go out, the Shield's already in the ring. But then it's just Cena, Sheamus, and Ryback doing the like last week they did Shields coming from the audience. This year they did Shield coming in from the dark. And I don't know. For the first time, I got to believe that people were disappointed.
I was. I was very disappointed.
In seeing Cena, Ryback, and Sheamus.
Knowing he's in Nashville and you don't show up.
Well, maybe not the first time because there are already people who don't like him.
Oh, no, it's you're right there.
But it was a disappointment because...
But I think, like I said, it all matters on what Taker's decision is. Mm-hmm. And if he doesn't, I do the swerve. Make Lesnar interfere and have it Lesnar Rock and have Punk and Cena.
But the thing that bothers me about that is in order for Punk to win because of Lesnar interference, Lesnar would have to attack Punk.
I could see that happening now.
Lesnar would have to attack CM Punk so that The Rock would lose the WWE title. And it doesn't even have to be like an F5 or anything. It could just be like a shove or a punch or something like that. And he's automatically the champion. So I don't know. But wait, did he say that it's if The Rock gets counted out and disqualified, he loses the title?
Yes.
Not CM Punk is awarded the title?
Yes.
Okay.
If The Rock is counted out or disqualified, Punk will regain the title. So, which means...
so Punk does get it back?
Yes.
Okay.
So, can Brock actually hit Brock?
If he hits Brock...
If Brock hits Rock...
If Brock hits Rock... Let's say...
Punk win?
Let's say the ref is out. And Brock Lesnar runs in, F5's The Rock on the outside, and The Rock doesn't get back inside in time. Then CM Punk would get the title back.
Let's say if he's in the ring and Brock comes out and he hits The Rock.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't Punk win the title? Since The Rock can't get disqualified, or...
What might end up happening is Punk might try to get Rock disqualified in some sort of fashion. He'll think he's regained it.
Yeah.
But then, somebody comes out and says,
blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. They're trying to get one over on us or something like that.
That's it. And Taker, you better make your decision soon because you're going to screw up WrestleMania if you don't. So make it snappy. Yeah. Let's go.
I almost think that they might already know what matches they're going to do.
Yeah. I'm starting to... It's getting more convincing. But, it matters what you do with Ryback and all that, What you do with Sheamus. But we'll get to that in the...
Right. No, that's going to be really interesting to see. Now this is where it gets interesting because after Elimination Chamber...
Now we're on the road.
We're on the road.
We're on the road. We're going down that road too.
No looking back now.
Not looking back. And we're only 9 weeks away.
It's very
close.
close.
Just keeps getting closer and closer. I keep looking at the tickets and I'm like, oh my god, it keeps getting... Like I said, that whole weekend should be fun. Next, why did Chris Jericho take Rey Mysterio's spot?
I don't know. I guess it's a legitimate injury.
I heard Rey Mysterio's having more personal problems.
So I guess that's why Mark Henry attacked
I guess so.
Rey Mysterio and Sin Cara. Because Sin Cara... Some notable absences from Raw last night. Sin Cara and Randy Orton. Randy Orton was not on Raw last night, so...
Which was weird.
Take that as you will, but he's still in the Elimination Chamber match.
Yes.
He will be on SmackDown.
Facing Mark Henry.
Yep.
Spoilers tonight.
I really hope they don't do the whole Mark Henry is unstoppable again. I mean, do we really have to put up with that again?
I hope not. What will Dolph Ziggler do at the Elimination Chamber? Absolutely nothing.
Yeah. I don't see him in...
Unless he does an Edge.
And cashes it in on He would have to cash it in on Del Rio, though, wouldn't he?
That makes sense. And it's elimination. It's the Elimination Chamber.
But here's what I'm wondering, though, because if the Elimination Chamber match is already for the #1 contender spot, right?
Oh, that's right.
So then...
Crap, they couldn't do it.
Yeah, so then you have Del Rio... You have the Ziggler cash it in on Del Rio, let's say, after he beats the Big Show. All right?
See, but I would think...
Ziggler would win, then Alberto Del Rio would get his rematch at WrestleMania, but then what's the Elimination Chamber match for?
Yeah.
Unless it's a triple threat.
See, the way I see it, I think he does, not an Edge, but remember how Edge got his way into the WWE World Heavyweight title? He beat up Kofi.
He attacked Kofi on the outside.
He beats up somebody.
Which would probably be Jericho.
Makes sense. You can start that feud again, and that's how Ziggler gets in.
Yeah.
But it's interesting what they do with Ziggler, and the way WWE's
I don't even know what
pushing
I don't even know if they know what they're gonna do with Ziggler. Because they could. I really don't know.
Oh.
It's like I feel like the start of every meeting at WWE headquarters starts off with, "Hey, who's got the Money in the Bank briefcase?" Is it Swagger? Oh, it's Ziggler. Okay.
Ziggler.
That's who he has. Should he cash it in this week? Nah. Maybe next week.
Maybe next week. Month or two. Maybe he'll be the first one to lose. And really, and then, oh my god, yeah, like I said, I'll feel bad for the Smarks.
Yeah.
Because the Smarks have been looking for this for a long time.
Time's running out.
And it's not looking good. Next,
I gotta start believing that maybe he'll cash it in after the Monday after WrestleMania.
I'm sorry, it's getting a little ridiculous now.
Because does something big not happen at the Raw after WrestleMania?
It does. Something's always big.
I gotta believe that maybe that's when he'll do it.
Why did The Rock tell a meaningless story?
Well, I think we answered that question already.
We already answered it.
And the question is, we don't know. The answer is we don't know.
Yeah.
So.
I don't know what to say. I'm woozy
they just
about
need
that promo.
They just need to stop hyping promos up, because I feel like that's what makes them so disappointing. You say, oh, he's going to speak tonight. Oh, okay, well, just have him speak. Don't keep telling us he's going to speak.
I mean, there's still questions unanswered. I still want to know why Rhodes Scholars broke up. They didn't say anything about it.
Right.
Will Tensai and Bros Clay be future tag team champions? Which we discussed that earlier.
Could be. I mean, look, I'm not gonna lie. They're fun to watch.
They are. And who will win
and this is coming from someone who doesn't really like the silly big guy dancing gimmick.
I know.
But
it's kind of funny.
It's fun to watch. I'll be honest. And I feel like, Tensai has a bad rap because of his past gimmicks and this one. So why not? Why not let him be a tag champ?
You're right. So, actually, backstage news on The Rock just broke as we were talking. There was backstage feeling at Raw last night that The Rock did not get the job done during his final promo going into the Elimination Chamber.
Uh-huh.
The pay-per-view is expected to do good business because it's The Rock and CM Punk rematch.
Alright.
I told you that promo was awful.
Well, like I said, it wasn't good. It was a random story. Like I said, it got good when CM Punk came out, but at that point, you already used up so much time talking about a story.
I know.
But nevertheless, Elimination Chamber, I think, will do well.
Yep.
If it doesn't do well, it'll be because of this. It'll be because a lot of people used up their money on Royal Rumble, and they're now saving for WrestleMania.
We won't have to order it, because we'll be there.
That's right. Well,
we'll be there.
Well, we already used up our money on that. But, yeah, that's why they got to be very... Like, don't freak out about this pay-per-view's buy rate. I do think it still will be good because of Elimination Chamber
I think so.
And The Rock being there. But in terms of, don't expect it to do better than Royal Rumble or as good as WrestleMania.
No, definitely not.
Because it's unfair. Those are the two best usually the two best pay-per-views of the year. The two main attractions, the two that people will order.
Yeah.
Most likely,
Well, it's the big four everyone orders.
Mm-hmm.
You have Royal Rumble, WrestleMania,
and you have Royal Rumble,
SummerSlam, Survivor Series.
Yeah.
Those are the big four everyone orders.
And the Rumble and WrestleMania are usually pretty close to each other.
Yeah.
So, I mean, does make sense.
Also, other news broke that Kurt Angle had something to say about CM Punk.
Mm-hmm.
It was about the Pope, that he's done, Pope's done and all that kind of stuff. Not the Pope, whatever, not that TNA Pope.
Yeah, the real Pope.
The Pope itself.
Pope Benedict.
Yes. Punk had something to say, and Kurt Angle opened his mouth again.
Yeah.
And said something along the lines of, the Pope can kick your butt, or a scrawny little butt.
Well, it's just a sense of CM Punk. He's another one who needs to shut his mouth on Twitter.
Sometimes
he's just
he rants and raves.
Yeah, I mean, and about petty things too.
But
he seems just like a real insecure guy. Like, if I were to go on his Twitter account and say that he sucks and misspell something, he'll go after the misspell.
Yes.
And I'm like, okay, out of all the things I said, that's what you go after. And he just seems to take everything personal. A very pessimistic guy. And then Kurt Angle, his Twitter always seems to come to life.
It's amazing.
But it's just one of those cases where
I think he misses
Punk
WWE.
Punk
I'm convinced.
Well, wouldn't you?
It's his
be
fault.
honest.
It's his fault. What?
Yeah, I mean, you have no one to blame yourself.
Why are you gonna tweet something about another guy who's in another company?
No. That's not what it's. That's not. Look, I can understand that because that happens all the time.
I know.
I'm talking in terms of him leaving the WWE.
Oh, that was.
But it's just a sense. It's just a thing of one guy's religious, one guy's not.
Yeah. No, you're right.
That's all it is. That's
you're
all
right.
it is. It's just Kurt Angle coming to the defense of someone I guess he respects.
Yeah.
So.
I was watching I was watching some ROH DVDs and I noticed why I wish like Joe stayed and Brian stayed and all them stayed. That's 'cause they were having fun. I mean, not like they're having fun now, but it seems like,
It really was a Ring of Honor at one point.
Yeah. Oh, it was.
Now it's, like we say, a ring of poopy.
A ring of poopy.
That's all it is now.
God, the Smarks are going to hate us so much. But, I have the updated card for Chamber.
Okay.
We're gonna talk about that tomorrow because Rock's not Rock's not gonna be here. Rob's not gonna be here Thursday, Friday. We are doing a Saturday show, and I kind of want to plug him. Jerry Mascolo will be in attendance. He will be a
He's just like us, he's been a wrestling fan for a long time.
wrestling fan, not in the closet. Unlike some people, who like not to say who are wrestling fans and doesn't like to tell women that he's a wrestling fan. But I don't mind saying I'm a wrestling fan.
I don't know who he's talking about.
I know I know who I'm talking about, and if he listens, he knows. So, yeah. So he'll be on the show Saturday. We're doing a special show Saturday. We'll talk more about the Elimination Chamber, but
and past Elimination Chamber matches as well.
And we may have King of the Smarks will be here Saturday.
Yes, that's still iffy, but
it's still iffy,
right.
but we may get him. So it would be an interesting show. If we get him, he'll be here.
Either way, it will be interesting. So I look forward to it.
Look forward to Jerry on Saturday. He will be here. Quick note on the Elimination Chamber card. We have the title match, WWE title match, Punk versus Rock. Rock gets the disqualified or counted out, and Punk wins. We have the World Heavyweight title, Big Show versus Del Rio, no stipulation whatsoever. We have the Elimination Chamber match itself. Jericho, Bryan, Orton, Henry, Kane, Swagger. Winner gets a shot at WrestleMania 29. They just added the Divas match.
Caitlyn and Tamina?
Yes.
I knew it. Because I was supposed to be there
the
at the
Divas
Royal
title.
Rumble.
And Rollins, Ambrose, Reigns versus Cena, Ryback, Sheamus, which I think will be like second to main event to Rock and Punk.
It probably will be.
So that's the Elimination Chamber card. Like I said, Raw was pretty good. I enjoyed it. Elimination Chamber is only, I think we're 6 days away, I think.
Something like that.
5 days. And yeah, we'll have SmackDown spoilers for tomorrow. We're going to have a new set. Like I said, we started the segment on Monday. We're going to start the Superstar thing, which is kind of cool. And we're also starting another thing down the line where we're going to take TNA wrestlers and WWE wrestlers, take them, and say, okay, Austin, how would he be in TNA now? Or how AJ Styles, how would he do in WWE? So,
like what ifs for each
what
superstar.
if? So, tune into that. And I think we're going to wrap it for today. Tonight. So I am John.
This is Ant.
Tune in during the weekend. We'll see you all tomorrow with SmackDown spoilers. Yay!
Yay.
Later.
Later, guys.